Hey there, it's Dr. Jonathan with another 12 at 12 Live, and today's is a little more experiential. We're outside in my backyard, and we're talking today about the miracle of being human and the miracle of life itself. And the principle, which actually I just explored in other respects at the Althea Center Denver Facebook page. We did a live 1 hour or 45-minute gathering, but we were talking about a similar topic, a very related topic. And so what I want to do is expand on that for people that were there, but also summarize that really quickly and move into a deeper principle for people that are just getting this for the first time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down right here in the tall grass. I'm probably allergic to some of this stuff, actually. Apparently I have developed allergies with age. So let's take a moment, wherever you are. I'm going to invite you to take a breath, sit comfortably but alert. As you breathe in, imagine that you are feeding and restoring the very core of who you are. The part of you that is more than you. The part of you that is your connection to the universe. So you want to even imagine that it's like the universe inside you is being fed by your breath and connection to the universe around you. Imagine that inner strength is really all you need to stay connected to and to face and weather all the storms and passing seasons of the rest of your human experience. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Oh, look at this. Look at this, okay? This is crazy. One sec, I'm going to show you something. Okay, can I pick you, please? All right. She said yes. All right. See this? Now this is a dandelion. Now look at how extraordinary this pattern is, how vibrant the color is. And then it closes itself back up and turns into this. And then, through a miracle of engineering, these just travel. They travel the region, they travel the world, and then they plant the seeds everywhere. It's a brilliant design. It's an absolutely brilliant design. And the idea today that we are going to move into from head to heart is that there's something truly extraordinary about the human animal that I don't think we appreciate enough, which is that we are living in a universe that may have infinite possibilities, but does not have an infinite structure, in the sense that everything in this yard, every different shape of plant, every different grass, every different flower, and every different tree has extreme difference in their appearance, shape, and form, and yet they are all abiding by some basic rules. Rules of physics, rules of biology, rules of chemistry. And even though there are sometimes extraordinary exceptions, everything in nature is still happening within those basic rules. So whether it's that most plants need light, or whether it's that bees make honey, or whether it's the structure of the honeycomb, whether it's our need for water and air, whether it is the regular repeating and turning seasons, there is nothing in nature that happens outside of nature. And even what we do as humans, also expressions of nature, by definition, everything we do is also inside nature. So where am I going with this? Well, the point is that if everything is inside an ultimate design, and that everything is also an expression of that design, and you can take the word design purposefully, as though maybe some sort of being created it, although that's not really the way I think of it, or you can just think of it as energy, consciousness, and the simple kind of obvious fact that like it or not, we are already inside the design of life. But the magic is not that we are an expression of the same design that made the oceans, the clouds, the flowers, the trees, the plants that I'm sitting in. It's that we can be aware that we are in the design and potentiate our participation in the design with emotion. Now, just get that, because that's the miracle. So we are like zebras or hummingbirds. We are a simple expression of the unfolding of life. All the things that rule the planet, all the things that rule the stars, all the basic ingredients of physics are also operating on us and within us. Our emotions are within a design. Our thoughts are within a design. Our spiritual experience is within a design. When we forget this and we react with fear from the feeling of separateness, then we create chaos and violence and division. But when we connect with the design directly and we learn to listen, to create space, to feel and express the flow, then our emotions can actually invigorate the power, the force, the design that's flowing through us. See, emotion is a kind of supercharger of energy. Emotions can give you powers beyond the ordinary, beyond the normal. And whether that's falling in love and you could go all night talking on the phone without sleep, or whether that's being a parent who lifts a vehicle off the foot of their child, or whether it's a passion for a business or a project, or for doing well, or even fighting with something in the world. Emotion brings energy to what the mind and body have decided to do or feel compelled to do. But the tricky thing is that when emotion is brought to unconscious thought, unintentional thought, reactive behavior, then it potentiates the discord, the chaos, and the trauma. When you simply make the choice to align yourself with the flow, the energy, the wisdom, and listening to the nature of life itself, just patience, just waiting, just listening, then we find ourselves coming back into accord. We find ourselves experiencing the ability to be authentic. We find ourselves being creative. We find ourselves not making decisions based on programming or reaction, but instead based on the force of love and wisdom flowing through us. And as that arises and moves through the layers of who we are, we can energize those choices, those qualities, those decisions and behaviors with the animating force of emotion. But from this perspective, it becomes the emotion of connection, the emotion of passion, the emotion of compassion, and the emotional intensity of joy and beauty and feeling united to the family of life. So in many ways, we're really talking about two basic things here. One, which is learning to lighten, weaken, or lessen the intensity of your connection to and belief in your limited conditional self. And then, once reconnected with the flow of life and energy, to learn that you can accomplish extraordinary things that arise from your connection to life through the uniqueness of your soul, but then can be invigorated by the power and the blessing of your own emotional experience. It's all like this gorgeous dandelion. Each one beautiful, wild, different than the other, and yet an expression of something that unites us all. That's you. That's extraordinary. And if you can align your awareness of your source in life and the power of your unique emotional universe, then you can be a force of change that the world is looking for, longing for, and waiting for. So thanks for hanging out with me outside and considering your superpowers today.